And what we're doing is we're cooking it in a climate kiln. And what the climate kiln is turning it into like a charcoal. It's we call it biochar. And what's happening with our soils is the kind of agriculture that we're having right now, it's depleted of anything valuable. So they just put in the basics. And what we're doing out here, and we can do this as a farm, a community farm, an urban farm, is to introduce the trace elements, which would be the sea salts, and the carbon, which is carbon neutral. And what we really need to do is do some more investigating about this. But what this is doing is adding the carbon to our soil and then the trace elements. So what we're working on is a perfect soil for growing vegetables in our community. And how important is nutrition? Well, nutrition is very important, but real nutrition begins with our soils.
Exactly.
So if we have all the trace elements in our food, then our food, it becomes extremely valuable.
They
and
are
here's
powerhouses.
And this is what we're working on. And this is really what we're talking about is an economy that a neighborhood can develop for their own benefit. So what we have is we have earthworm castings, which is the kitchen waste that the worms eat, produce the casting, which is the greatest dirt there is. And then we're mixing it with our own compost, and then we're mixing it with biochar. And then what we want to do is add the trace elements, the sea salts, so that we have all 92 trace elements. And what we want to do is we want to have buckets, or literally tons of this stuff. And that's a resource that we're developing here at the farm. And we're calling this a research farm because we're researching, we're networking, we're building information, and we're creating methods of creating resources in a neighborhood so that other people can do this for themselves. And the idea is to build a wealth around the fertility of the land, around stewardship. So really what this is the real economy. This is the economy that's always been here, and it's the economy of fertility, and it's the heartbeat of our world. And what we're doing right now is reconnecting with it so that it become a vital part of what we do as a community.
That's so important.